What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Financial Freedom. So, today's topic is going to be all about Tesla. Now, I'm a little worried about this conference call after they report earnings because you just really never know what Elon's going to say, if he's going to act like an immature crybaby or if he's going to bring that really professional, stance to how he talks and how he handles possible criticisms or critiques. Hopefully, he doesn't go off the handle. Hopefully, he's not in the news for any anti-Semitic language or anything crazy like that. So hopefully, Elon's more focused on just the business itself because at the end of the day, that's what investors want to see, right? So we have a lot of questions to answer in this video. Is Tesla a buy right now or should you wait? Is earnings going to be positive or negative? Do I think Tesla's going to beat on their delivery numbers? Are they going to beat on earnings per share? I'm going to deep dive into all those topics with you, and I'm actually going to give you my price target at the very end of the video if you want to stick around for that. Now, I know earnings calls can be long and kind of daunting, but it's always very entertaining with Elon. You never know what he's going to say. But one thing you should always pay attention to is what Elon has to say about Tesla specifically. He warned us last earnings call that the next 2 quarters for Tesla, as far as their delivery numbers and their earnings per share, was going to be bad or rough. So due to high interest rates right now, car loans are just they're extremely high. It's making things not affordable for anyone. So Tesla's been, hacking their prices to try to keep up with the competitors, especially in China, with companies like Li Auto, Xpeng, NIO, and so forth. So they're trying to price cut to keep their volume up, but unless Tesla's volume numbers beat Wall Street's expectations, then it won't mean anything. So if you look at their chart for deliveries, they're on a high trend. They're hitting record numbers right now, but those record numbers don't mean anything. They have to beat whatever Wall Street is predicting or expecting from Tesla for it to have a major impact on the price target of Tesla. So I think if you guys just wait, if you were to look at the market today and see Tesla trading for around $215, which it currently hit today, I would say wait. If it's a new position, don't buy into the stock yet because Elon already warned us that we're in for a bumpy ride, right? And more than likely, they're not going to beat expectations on vehicle deliveries. And even if they do, because they've been selling them for such a low price, their earning per share is their EPS is, I think, about 90% likely to not beat expectations. And if it does, it'll probably just barely hit, but nothing very significant. So in my opinion, I think it's going to be best, especially if you're trading this in the short term, to wait after earnings to see what happens and look for a better buying opportunity, because if they miss on those two things, earnings per share and volume delivery, then this stock is definitely going under 200 very rapidly. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not ultra bearish on Tesla, but I am in the short term, if you get what I mean. So I really don't think that Tesla is going to do well on earnings and whatnot, but in the long term, Tesla is a very safe play. But again, one thing you have to think about short term, right, is, even with the release of the Cybertruck, it's going to bring a ton of hype to the stock, but that's all it is. It's hype. Again, going back to last earnings call, Elon even said that in the beginning they are going to lose money on the Cybertruck and sending them out until they kind of get all the little nooks and crannies kind of figured out to see where they can save money and make money. Okay. They're spending a lot of money on research and development right now, which again is a fantastic thing if you're a long-term investor, which is typically how I play my trades. But if you're a day trader or a swing trader or position trader, someone that usually only holds for anywhere from 1 day to 6 months plus, then I wouldn't expect any overnight success with Tesla. In fact, I think, like Elon said, the next 2 quarters we're going to see a big drop down in price, and they're going to be kind of trying to climb themselves out of this rut that they're in right now. But this is all due to circumstances really outside of their control, with interest rates and the Fed and stuff that, they're trying to do the best they can. They're trying to hack prices. They're trying to get more volume and in the long term position them for success. But it's no fault really of what Tesla's doing or what their leadership is doing with the company. So again, just hold tight. This is going to be a really good play in the long term. So really just to drive this point home, if Tesla meets on volume and delivery numbers, as well as misses out on earnings per share, this stock will get decimated into the ground. But what does that mean for us? It means it's a great buying opportunity. Personally, I love when the stocks that I own and that I love to purchase and have a lot of confidence and belief in crash down in these epic ways and have these big volatile swings and a downward motion, especially when it happens because of something that's not fully in control of the company and that they're not really doing anything wrong. So all that means is I get to buy more Tesla shares at a discounted price, even though nothing is really intrinsically wrong with Tesla. So it's just a matter of time if I'm patient enough to sell out of this stock later at, a 20%, 50%, 100% plus gain. You don't get opportunities like this every year. This is going to be a really amazing buying opportunity for everybody if you just play it right. So my personal price target to start buying Tesla is going to be around $180. I think that's a really good point to buy into the stock, especially if you're building a new position. There's just so much room to grow at that point, whether you're planning on holding it short term or long term. I think that just gives you a lot of possibilities and a lot of different options on how you want to play that stock. Whereas buying in higher in the $200 range, I feel like makes you more limited unless you're willing to hold it for a year plus out. So I really like the $180 range. And if they miss on, earnings and deliveries, then it certainly will hit that low. I really do think that'll be the case. But, I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think? Do you think even if they miss on earnings, do you think there'll still be a rally? I mean, let me know down below in the comments. It is possible that Tesla actually does miss on both numbers and still has a rally and it goes up in share price. But beware, because that's most likely a bull trap. Other people may not be paying attention. May not be watching these videos like you guys do and have due diligence to really do research on the companies that they own or plan on owning as a shareholder, right? But for those that don't know, sometimes big investors do that. They're going to squeeze the stock and they're going to leave you holding the bag up top. So beware of that. If you see the price action going crazy, don't get FOMO and start buying into the stock, because it's going to drop right on its head. Because at the end of the day, big institutional buyers and investors are not going to stay in Tesla at that high price range if their numbers are not met or beating their expectations. So don't fall for that trap. It may seem appealing at the time, but now that you've watched this video, hopefully you should know better. All right, guys. Well, if there's any other stocks that you would like to cover, me to cover, just let me know down below in the comments. And I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.